All right, we're here for a weekly Coach's Corner once again. Now we're joined by Coach Batten. Thanks for coming this afternoon, Coach. Start off, you have, once again, since last time we talked, you've lost another player. Just seems like another game. How have you handled this? I mean, your team has somehow still put together a pretty good record. How proud of you are them?
I'm extremely proud. I think the key has been, we talked about this at halftime of one of the games, that we're committing to be solutions people and not excuse people. We really feel like true leadership, whether it's being a coach or as a player, it's throwing yourself into the difficult situation and saying, I'll be the solution, where everything else around you says, hey, these are the reasons why you can't succeed. And I think we have a gritty enough group, a tough enough group, that they can look at that adversity and say, hey, here's an opportunity for me to be a solution and step up. And we had just got word about Cece and her shoulder surgery, and that literally the very same week we lose Michaela to the finger dislocation. And so it was tough, and it was a big win to beat Kokomo and overcome the injury on that same day.
One big thing that's kind of happened over the past few games is early in the season it seemed like there was one player you would rely on for a game. The past couple games, the scoring has been very balanced for you guys, even despite missing some key players. How have you motivated them to pass the ball around and make sure everybody gets their chance?
I just say it's a testament of the kind of people they are. They're not. We don't have a lot of high maintenance diva personalities. We have a lot of blue collar, show up to work, get it done kind of people. And I don't think they really care who gets the credit. I think they're more concerned with the outcome as a group. They want to win the game. And I think they all know that could change game to game. We've had a lot of double-digit balanced scoring lately. And we've kind of had a balanced load as far as who's shooting. But we look for the best shot as the group, and we just want to create the best shot and take the best shot. Whether that's this person or that person is irrelevant. We try to keep them in their wheelhouse. And keep them where they're strong as far as what kind of shots they get. But we feel like balance is our best opportunity. It makes us harder to defend. It gives Deshae and Bree more space to work with the dribble. It gets our shooters more kick threes. It gets our post players more isolations in the post. And so we feel like if we have a balanced effort, we're harder to defend that way.
You're going to take a road trip this weekend, head up to Pittsburgh to play two teams that you've already beat this year. One of those games, though, was against Point Park here in our gym, where it was a 2 overtime, big game for you guys. Lineup's obviously going to look a little different this time around for you guys. What are going to be some big keys for you guys this weekend to get 2 wins?
I think the big thing is to just take one game at a time. We don't want to look past Carlo. They've had some close games this year, and they have number 30 back, Emma Still. She's their big girl who's kind of versatile. And she's their best player. She'll be playing. She missed about 5 games. She played the last game against Asbury. So we have to be ready for Friday. I don't want to look past Friday and think anything's guaranteed. We have to show up and play well. It's on the road. It's a home game. They're trying to turn their season around. It's a big game for them. We have to have the same kind of focus and urgency. And then Saturday, it's a good Point Park team. They've been successful. They've been in a lot of close games. They've actually lost some close games and won some close games, kind of like us. But I think we have to take each day as it comes to us. Not look at both games, but take each one individually and stay in the moment, stay in the now, and just focus on what we're doing that day.
After you get home from this trip, you're going to close the season out with 3 home games. That's really big for you guys, but at the same time, you're in a good place in the conference right now, and you're going to face the best of the conference in those 3 games. What are some big keys to work on in the next week to prepare for the end of the season?
We have to prepare for each game individually. Each one of those games has different challenges. Each one of those games will be facing different kinds of systems and personnel. And so the good thing is we'll have time to prepare. We play Tech on the 7th, so we'll have some time to look at some film and get ready for them, have a full practice. And then we have 3 or 4 days until we play our next game against Rio and get ready for them, and then we'll cap it off on the 18th against East. It's kind of a good chance for us to turn that final corner in the season and finish the regular season off and kind of see how good we are. We have had adversity. We've won a lot of close games, and that's kind of been our thing this year, is grinding teams out and pulling the games out when it counts. And we've done a good job of those close games. I think these last 3, we're going to have an exceptional effort because of the talent of these three teams. We want to be able to give up any big runs or have any, miscalculations or lack of execution. We're going to have to be on our game for 40 minutes to win those games, and we know that. But it's honestly, it's a great prep. If we are fortunate enough to get to the postseason in the conference tournament, those three games are really a great leading up to postseason play, because you're playing good teams, and it's that kind of atmosphere. The games matter. There's a little bit of pressure, and so we feel like it's a great dress rehearsal for postseason play. But of course, you want to come out successful and get the wins too.
All right, well, that's all we have for you guys this morning. Like to wish the Lady Trailblazers good luck this weekend. Like we said, they'll be on the road in Pittsburgh, taking on Carlo and Point Park. You can follow those games on Twitter and through our website. Thanks, guys.